What's up everybody, and welcome to a brand new video here at my YouTube channel. In today's video we're gonna color grade and color correct some footage in a very simple way. And yes, you read the title correctly. In today's video we'll use no plugins, so we'll only use the effects and the color boards which already is in Final Cut Pro. So the first thing you want to make sure is to go to your settings and then your display settings, and then make sure you have turned off your True Tone. If you turn on your True Tone, then your color correction and your color grade won't be perfect, since the temperature of your screen changes depending on the light in your room. The second thing you want to make sure to do is to download a adjustment layer of some sort. I have downloaded two adjustment layers. They're basically the same. I've just named them base correction and look grade, which makes it easier for me and for you to navigate through which adjustment layer is which. You can do this directly on the clip, but in the adjustment layer will save you a ton of time when color grading like bigger projects and when color grading several clips. So the first thing we'll do is to find our hero clip, our base clip, and I've chosen this one. As you can see in my timeline, I've loaded in a couple of clips just to give you some kind of idea of how to do this in a real project or a real video. So I've chosen my first clip here as my hero clip, since we both have some highlights, we have some shadows, and we also have some skin tones. And I've chosen this clip with the skin tones, since if we have other clips with skin tones, then our clip won't be oversaturated in the skin tones. So the first thing to do is to add your first adjustment layer, the base correction. And then we will head over here to our effects tab, which we can open right here, and we'll go to color and then find the color board and add that one onto our base correction. Then we'll go up here to the effects tab, and we'll go to our, either you can click here to open up your color board, or you can just click on the color inspector. So first thing you want to do is head to the exposure tab, and right here, as you can see, we have some different sliders. This slider here at the left is the master. It changes both the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. So it changes all of them. The black one changes the shadows, the gray one changes the midtones, and the white one changes our highlights. So the first thing to do is to hit Command 7 on your keyboard, which will bring up this Luma waveform. Just to make sure you open the Luma waveform, just click on this little icon and make sure it's a waveform, and make sure it's set to Luma. This Luma waveform, it shows our exposure in our specific clip. So we have some general rules. We want to keep our shadows as close to the 0 line as possible, and our highlights a bit above 100. Some people would tell you not to go above 100, but I like to go a bit above 100 and until I lose data. So first let's set our shadows, and right about here at -7 it looks great to me. And then we will change our highlights, and as mentioned before, I'm going a bit above 100, and until my shadows will flatten a bit out, which means I will use which means that the moment they start flattening out is the moment we lose data. And of course we don't want to lose any data, and it's the same with our shadows. Don't go lower than 0, because at the moment we go lower than 0, we lose data in our shadows. Now we have correctly exposed our video, and we've added a bit of contrast to our video. Now we want to go ahead and add another color board to our video, and as you can see right here, now we have our first one, which is our exposure. As you can see, if I turn it off, you'll be able to spot a bit of a difference. We'll just quickly close our Luma waveform by again pressing Command 7. As you can see right here, our exposure changes a bit when adding on our color board, our first color board, sorry. Now we'll go ahead and open up our second color board, and in this one I'll go ahead and add the change the colors of our video. And I think personally that this clip looks a bit too cold, so I'll go ahead and add some heat, or make it my clip a bit more warm. And I will do this by just moving the master a bit to the left, about 30 I would say, and then I will go ahead and add on some orange and some warmness to our video, and I think that about 8 right here looks good to me. Now we have perfectly exposed our first clip. As you can see right here, I could go ahead and turn off both the color boards. This was our starting point, and now we have added perfectly set our exposure and added a bit of some warmness to our video. Now we want to go ahead and add our base correction to all of our clips, and hit the B on our keyboard, and then use this blade tool to split up the base correction, since we have to do the base correction on all of our clips. So I'll just quickly go ahead and turn off our second color board, since we don't have to use that one right now when we are setting our exposure at our second clip right here. I'll just quickly go ahead and perfectly expose my second and third clip, and then I will be right back. So now I have perfectly color corrected all of my 3 clips here at my timeline, and now it's time to look to add a grade to my videos. I know a lot of you guys would like to add some kind of a grade or look to your videos, so now we'll go ahead and add our second adjustment layer right here. And at this adjustment layer, we'll go ahead once again and add a color board right there, and then we'll head to our effects tab and open up our color board. First I'll go ahead and add a bit of some saturation to our video, and I'll do that by just using our master saturation right here. And usually I would set it in between 40 and 50. I think I'll go for 41. That looks good to me. And then to make sure we not oversaturate our skin tones, I'll go ahead and then to make sure we do not oversaturate our skin tones, I would go ahead and turn down our midtones a bit, something like probably 23, maybe 20 looks good to me. Now we have probably exposed now we have probably added some saturation to our look grade, and now it's time to make our specific look. And in today's video I will show you how you can do a very simple orange and teal look, which is a very popular look. We'll do this real quick by changing our shadows. First of all, I'll go ahead and go for 180 and then 180 degrees, and maybe I should quickly explain what this color tab right here, what it does. So we have our, once again, master, our shadows, our midtones, and our highlights. And right here, if we are going through the horizontal line, we have all colors of the rainbow. So For instance, if I take my master or master color parameter right here. So for instance, if I take my master parameter right here and I move it to the red, you can see that all of the highlights, shadows and midtones are looking totally red, going to a more of orange look, yellow, green, blue, purple, and all the way to red once again. So I'll just hit Command C to redo, and then to add a bit of some teal, I'll go ahead and add some teal by adding some blue colors in our shadows, and I think something like 30 looks good to me. As you can see, our overall picture right now, it looks a bit too green, so I'll go ahead and use the master to remove some green from our photo, or sorry, from our video, and I think something like -13. It looks good. Now for our midtones, and to add this orange feel to our video, I'll go ahead and move it all the way over to something like 36 or something, and then we'll go ahead and add some orange to our midtones. As you can see right here, something like 35 maybe. Looks good to me. And now I have a little bit of a problem. The white or the highlights of my video, I think it looks a bit too purple, so I'll go ahead and move my highlights over towards purple on the color board, and then we will lower the highlights to remove some of this purple in our highlights and in our overall video. Right now I'm actually quite happy about how it looks. Of course, you can adjust these parameters how you want it to, and to get the specific look that you're looking for, you can take a picture of my specific parameters right here to just get a base grade for your own footage, but you will have to change them just a bit, since not every picture or video looks the same. And the great thing about doing the base correction first is that now we have base corrected all of our the great thing about using the base correction first is that we have for every individual clip we have perfectly exposed all of them. So now we can just go ahead and drag our look grade towards the end, so our look grade is above all 3 clips, and as you can see right now, our look grade makes all of the videos have the same look. As you can see now, our videos have been perfectly exposed, and because of that, our look grade makes them look almost identical when looking at the colors and the exposure. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found this video interesting, so please make sure to leave it a like, and hopefully you also learned how to color grade and color correct in Final Cut Pro in a very simple way. Before ending this video, I would like to give a huge shout out to my very good friend Kristoffer, who is also a motion designer and a YouTuber himself. He's actually the one who've made the sub animation and my Instagram animation here on my videos, so I'd like to give him a huge shout out. If you guys are looking for any kinds of animations or motion designs, I will leave a link to his Twitter and his Instagram in the description, so make sure to hit him up if any of you guys need some kind of animations. He's very good at them, and he is able to do almost any kinds of animations. So if you're looking for animations, go ahead and check out the links in the description, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be appreciated a lot. But until next time, I'll see you guys out there. Bye bye.